Hey guys, hello everyone. My name is Tan Singh and I'm a third year student at IIT BHU and welcome to the episode 13 of my podcast. Today's episode is going to be a bit special because in today's episode I'm going to talk about my entrepreneurial journey for the past 1 year. This journey is a bit different from the journey you might come across over the internet. It does not have those flashy funding rounds, it does not have the college dropout scenario, it doesn't have the international trips because my startup Zenet is a bootstrapped startup with negligible revenue and zero profits. So it's just a very realistic journey that you might end up having if you are planning to start something of your own, especially if you're a student. So without any further ado, let's get started. I've divided this podcast into four major parts. First part is what is Zenet and where are we now. Second part is why gaming, why did I choose gaming. Part is why did I choose not to take part in competitions or cohorts, which is probably a traditional path that almost every student takes when they try to start something of their own. And fourth part of this podcast will be the motivation slash excitement versus time graph for our entire journey. It's basically to summarize our entire journey and how that journey shaped itself and how it might shape the future as well. So let's start with the first part. What is in it and where are we now? So we started as a gaming tournament marketplace, and we conducted multiple tournaments on our own. We conducted about 8 to 10 BGMI tournaments, 2 Valorant tournaments. We also helped others conduct their tournaments. We helped a group of our college juniors conduct tournaments for their batch. We also helped our college's gaming festival conduct tournaments for their entire esports, for the entire college and other colleges taking part. So it was the annual gaming esports festival of our college, and we helped them conduct all the tournaments within it. So that was a good experience. That was one part where we learned a lot. We were in talks with other colleges as well for helping them do the same, but somehow we nothing somehow those discussions didn't turn out to yield positive results. And over time, when we started talking to other gaming tournament conductors and all of them, we just fell into a loop of discussions and follow-ups and nothing positive coming out. So it was like just a game where we had to start from zero after each and every tournament. So we had to just start from zero while conducting a new tournament. There was nothing that we weren't actually progressing after each and every tournament. And along with that, the tournaments business in general is a highly logistics driven business. So it's like uh, we had a choice that at such a young age, do we try to build a logistics heavy business, or we try to build something that's more scalable, tech product, and something that a tech product that genuinely solves a problem in the gaming industry. So this was a choice that we had to make. And along with that, if we look at the gaming tournament business at present, it's a highly glamorous business. By glamorous business, I mean it's highly dominated by creators and a lot of money flowing in by brands, till the point that this business doesn't become more and more less glamorous, and doesn't become like more appealable for the general gaming audience. Till that time, making money in the gaming tournament marketplace, as a gaming tournament marketplace, would be a really tough market, would be a really tough thing to do. So that's why we kind of decided to pivot. At present, we are in understanding the industry in a much better manner. We took part in build space for the same, so that we could just accelerate our journey to understand this market in a much better manner and think about the future of gaming and build a tech product that is just scalable, because we are college students and we have 2 more years in college. So at present, revenue is not our prime consideration, and we have the resources as well in our college, so why not try to build the next big scalable tech product? That's the reason we decided to pivot. um, that's about the first part of this video. What is Zenet and where are we now? Let's move on to the second part. Why did I choose gaming? So there are two reasons to this actually. I'll come up to the first reason. Since childhood I have been playing games, like from the very beginning. My mom had a keypad phone. I started playing the cricket game, carom game, snake game over there. And then after that, I also used to play GTA on my cousin's PC whenever I used to go to his house during my summer vacations. Along with that, when I got my first tab at home, I started playing Subway Surfers, Temple Run, Clash Royale. And I remember when I got my first laptop, I started playing Club Penguin a lot. So we all used to come back from school, and then all our friends used to log in Club Penguin, and we used to chat over there, we used to hang out over there, we used to talk over there. So Club Penguin was like my social media platform when I was in 5th, 6th, 7th, and all of that. Clash Royale and also became a social media platform for us. We used to chat a lot in our clan and all of that. It was a clan of that consisted of all our school friends, and it was just it was it was just such a memorable experience for me. It was such a huge part of my childhood. Games have always been a huge part of my childhood, be it PC games, be it mobile games. They have just been a huge part, and we just enjoyed playing games a lot. My friend had an Xbox. I used to go and play on his Xbox 360, and the experience was just amazing. I was in love with games. I used to play games the whole day till class 10th. After class 10th, I reduced playing games. I kind of stopped itself, but till that time, I just loved playing games. And then the second reason is that the first thing I've done with my computer is to try to learn game development. I won't say I'm a game developer, but I've tried to explore this a lot. In class 5th, I got my first personal laptop, and the first thing I downloaded on it was Scratch, because I just searched online how do you start coding as a student in class 5th, and I got to know about Scratch. And the first thing I made over there was a maze game. That Scratch wala animation is there. If that touches the wall, then you're out. You just need to escape the maze, like that. It was a basic, very simple game. It's very easy to make, but for a student in class 5th, it's something really, really big, and it's a very huge achievement sort of thing. And then after that, in class 8, we were learning Java in school, and I was like, man, why aren't we learning how to make graphical user interface? Why aren't we learning how to make games? And when I just searched how to make games using Java at home, I got to know about GUI. I got to know about those how the mechanics of the game work, and I ended up making two games. One is that snake game, and one is the ping pong game. So that was a very interesting project as well, and I bragged about it to my entire class. I showed them my game. I emailed my code to my class teacher. I emailed my code to my computer teacher. My computer teacher showed it to the entire class and all of that. So that was again something, a really big achievement for me. Along with that, in class 12th, my friend and I did a project in which we made our own battle royale game. We used Python for it, Pygame for the GUI stuff, TK Inter for the login dashboard and all of that, and then SQL for the entire database and sockets for networking. And uh, the game was really, really good. Everyone enjoyed that game. Our presentation demo was amazing. Our computer teacher liked it a lot. In fact, when my friend and I used to sit while making the game, the ideation of the game, the conceptualization of the game, each and everything was such a fun process, and we were just enjoying that process of making a game. So this is the second reason why I chose gaming, because I enjoyed both aspects of it. I enjoyed playing games, I enjoyed making games, and I enjoyed conceptualizing games. It's just like a superpower to have. It's just like a godlike feeling to have. You're creating a world where people can make their own decisions. That's what God did. God created a world for all of us. We are like in a game which God made, and you're able to make a game in which many people can come and play it, make decisions. There are certain rules. There are just like the laws of nature and all of that. So yeah, it's kind of a superpower to have, that you can make games. And that's why I chose gaming. I wanted to do something for this industry. I wanted to do something for individual game developers, and along with that I wanted to do something for people who play games, because uh, I just kind of feel that gaming in general lacks a lot of innovation at present. Because see, we all used to play games at one particular point, but at present we have reduced playing games. This is almost like reduced playing games, not in terms of the total number. I'm talking about our generation. Like all my if I talk about all of my school friends, we used to play a lot of games at one point, and at present we don't play games to that extent. Why do we don't play games to that extent? Because we have grown up and games haven't grown with us, and that's the simple reason. But on the other hand, if we talk about content, we used to consume content at that time as well. We used to watch cartoons. Now we are watching something else, because content grew up with us as well. Games haven't. So there's obviously a market gap at this place in the gaming industry, and that's the reason why I chose gaming. Now let's move to the third part of the video. Why didn't I take part in competitions or cohorts? See, I have a simple reason to it. According to me, entrepreneurship is uh, all about doing something in a new way, doing something in a totally unique manner, doing something that comes out from your heart, doing something that kind of breaks the previous rules, doing something that breaks the previous norms. But on if we talk about competitions or cohorts, they are a way of structurizing this entire thing, and it's like structurizing spontaneity. And entrepreneurship is all about being spontaneous. You have to take spontaneous decisions, spontaneous actions. And when you just put it in such a rigid structure of a competition or a cohort, it just becomes too tough to follow. uh, I recently took part in Build Space Nights and Weekend Season 5, and if you look at that entire program, it doesn't have a very rigid structure. It just has deadlines, but it gives you the independence to choose what you do for that deadline. That's what entrepreneurship is about. You need to have deadlines. Deadlines are important, but you cannot have a rigid structure to it. And most of the competitions and cohorts which cater to students have a very rigid structure. You have to present something in the competition. You have to present this. They'll give you a checklist. You need to tick that checklist. That's not how entrepreneurship works, and that's not how. That's very counterintuitive to the very basic definition of entrepreneurship, the very basic feel of entrepreneurship. So that's the reason why I kind of thought not to take part in competitions or cohorts. And there's one more reason to it. I kind of want to build Zenet on my own terms. That's a very important thing for me. That's a very important goal for me. I want to build Zenet the way I want it to be built, and not the judges or not someone else. So that's one more reason why I did not take part in any competition or cohort. Now let's come to the final part of this episode, the motivation slash excitement versus time graph for our journey. You'll see the graph somewhere over here. I'll just put a small clipping of it. I'm not really sure where I'll put it. I'll just put it where there's more space available and it looks a bit good. So when you actually start thinking about your idea and take the decision of building something of your own, your excitement usually is very high, and it keeps increasing for the first few days, especially in the ideation phase, and especially till that point where you kind of make your idea public and you take the first action towards your idea and you kind of start building your idea. Till that point, your excitement keeps rising exponentially. And it was same for us. It kept rising till the first BGMI tournament, and after that, when we started conducting our second BGMI tournament, our numbers dropped. We conducted our third BGMI tournament, our numbers dropped again. And it was like we had to repeat the same process in each and every tournament. What we expected was that we got some audience in the first tournament. That audience, out of that audience, 50% will retain in the second one, and we have to get some more, and then 50% will retain again. We'll get some more, but actually no one retained. We had to repeat the entire process again and again, and because of this our motivation just went down. It just went down so much that we were like, oh man, what the hell is this? How do we work on our idea? What are we doing wrong and all of that? And then after that we again started taking actions. We conducted eSpardha, our college's annual gaming festival. We helped them conduct their tournaments. This was uh, so our confidence again started rising, our motivation started rising, our excitement started rising. After that we conducted a very successful tournament where we had 19 teams take part. This was like double the number of teams that took part in our first BGMI tournament. Our excitement rose again. Then we had our offline tournament during eSummit, uh, our college's annual entrepreneurship festival. We had a stall, we got media coverage, and our motivation again rose till this point. But after that, we had a phase of about 2 months of inactivity due to end sems, fairs. I went on several trips. I was just kind of enjoying a little bit with my friends, and we were just inactive completely for 2 months. And after that, we decided to launch a BGMI tournament, and it was a utter failure. Literally, we hardly had teams taking part. We were not able to convince anyone to take part, and at this point we were not just concentrated to our college. We had about people from around 10 to 12 colleges in our gaming community, and we thought that at least some people will take part, but the numbers were really low. We had about 2 to 3 people only take part, and this was probably the lowest phase of excitement in our journey till now. And we were like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? And it was just a bad place to be in. It felt like 1 year of effort is going on a waste. And after that our motivation started rising a little bit, because I talked to one of my seniors, and I was just talking to him about different opportunities available in the gaming industry. And after that I'm like, oh yeah, let's have a pivot, let's try to build something good. Let's try to not build a logistics heavy business, and instead build a scalable tech product. And let's kind of just take the next leap. And that's when I met that senior. I went to multiple meetups, multiple web3 meetups. I met a few a few founders in the gaming industry, and after talking to all of them, my motivation started rising again, my excitement started rising again. And I was like, oh yeah, we can build something. And that's when build space happened. We took part in build space nights and weekend season 5, and submitting an update every week kind of increased motivation to a very large extent. And week 4 was when motivation peaked again, because now we were a part of the WTF community. We applied for the WTF fund, we took part in the WTF IDGC game jam, we got into the WTF community as well. We went through almost every session of the WTF IDGC game jam. We took part in the game jam, we submitted our project in the game jam, and all of this kind of happened in week 3, 4, 5, and 6. But by the end of week 6, our motivation kind of started dipping again, because uh, we were not satisfied with what we made in the WTF IDGC game jam. We were just comparing ourselves to the other teams, and we just felt we could have done much better, but we were not able to do that. So motivation dipped a little bit, and now the motivation, I feel, will rise again, because that's what I want to have. That's what I want, that the motivation rises, we work, we get some achievements, we get some more things on our cap, we build some more things, and we kind of create an impact in the gaming industry. We are thinking about multiple things, we are trying to build some things, and it's going to take some more time. There is going to be a phase of public inactivity for some time at least, because we just need to kind of understand things in a much better way, and then proceed further. And yeah, I guess that's how my journey has been till now. It I cannot say it has been about ups and downs, because I haven't had those flashy social media entrepreneurial moments. It's like I have had a very normal journey, not achieved many great things yet, had a lot of downs, but didn't have a lot of ups, hoping for the next upcoming soon, first upcoming soon, I would say. Let's see how the journey is in future, but this is a very realistic journey that you might end up having if you want to start something of your own, especially as a student. I haven't added any. I have been like very raw in this video. I have given you a exact picture of how the journey is going to be, so you're not misled by the flashy entrepreneurial journey on social media. You Because see, most of the startups don't fail because they have a bad idea or the founders don't have enough experience. Instead, they fail because the founder was never ready to be on such a tough journey. The founder just came in here for a lot of money, for a lot of fame, etc., and was never ready to actually face the real journey. So I just wanted to put the real journey out there in front of you, so that if you want to start something of your own, you can be mentally prepared to go through what it takes to start something of your own. And yeah, if you like such episodes, such videos, then do subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon and like this video. And yeah, that's it for today's episode. Meet you in the next episode. Bye.